Hello everyone! Today, we're going to talk about naming and drawing alkene hydrocarbons. So let's begin.
Rules to naming alkanes.
Find the longest continuous chain that contains a double bond.
In this example, there are two possible parent chain. One is this side of the structure, but the double bond is not located in the parent chain, so it is not what we are looking for. The other part of this structure is this part. Now, the double bond is now part of the parent chain.
Number the main chain from the end that is closest to the double bond. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
The next step is to identify the name of the parent chain. In this given example, it is composed of 4 carbons. In the alkene series, hydrocarbons which consist of 4 carbons is called butane. But in this case, there is a double bond present, so we change the suffix -ane to -ene, which makes it to butane. Next, the double bond is located after the first carbon, so we name it 1-butane. Because again, the double bond is located after the first carbon.
Next thing, there is a substituent present, CH2, CH3 or ethane, and it is attached to the second carbon of the parent chain, so we name it 2-ethene.
Let's proceed in constructing the condensed structural formula of alkane. The only difference in drawing alkanes is to remember to place the double bond in the main chain. Be careful to ensure that each carbon only has 4 bonds associated with it. Count your bonds very carefully.
Let's take a look at this example. 2-methyl, 1-butene. To construct the parent chain, let's consider butene. It is composed of 4 carbons. Next, number it 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hence, it is alkene, a double bond is present and it is located after the first carbon. So, we put a double band after the first carbon, and followed by a single band in each preceding carbon. Next thing is, there is a substituent methyl attached to the second carbon, so we put CH3 to the second carbon.
In adding hydrogen, be careful that each carbon only has 4 bonds. Count your bonds very carefully.
First carbon, it already had 2 bonds, so you just add 2 hydrogen. Next is the second carbon. It already composed 4 bonds, therefore no hydrogen is needed.
The third carbon already consists of 2 bonds, so we just add 2 hydrogen. In case of the fourth carbon, it has only 1 bond attached to it, so we just add 3 hydrogen.
Let's proceed to naming alkynes.
Follow all the rules for naming alkanes with the following modifications. Rule number 1. Must number the longest chain in the direction that gives the first carbon of the triple bond the smallest number. The green direction gives the first carbon of the triple bond number 5. The red direction gives the first carbon of the triple bond number 1. Therefore, the proper way of numbering is along the red direction.
Rule number 2. To name the alkyne, start with a prefix corresponding to the number of carbon atoms in the longest chain and end in Y and E. In this case, the longest chain has 6 carbon atoms. The prefix corresponding to that is HEX. To indicate that this is an alkyne, the ending should be Y and E. Thus, the longest chain is a hex sign.